Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. Today is August 20th, and we have a lot of information to share with our community. Hope everybody's doing well this Friday morning, and looking forward to catching everybody at the end of Coffee Chat with some updates that I have for the community as well. So with that being said, I hope everybody enjoys today's version of Coffee Chat, and I hope it's not overly loquacious. Enjoy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Chat. A couple updates from the maintenance department. Starting this coming weekend and into early next week, we're going to be beautification of the D entrance. So it will be closed on a couple days. There will be signs up, and we'll put out some more notices that we get a little bit closer. The contractor is finishing up the loon's nest in the back with the deck and the dock. So once he's completed with that, he'll be moving on to the D entrance, and we'll put out more notifications. A couple other updates. We have dates for sod in September and November up front this time. So if you need sod, please call Jennifer and get your name on the list. We've been pretty good this year. It hasn't been a bad year so far, knock on wood. But if you need it, call Jennifer and get on the list. One other thing about coming up, it's going to be about 2 months out, but we are replacing all the locks on all the apartments and all the front doors of the homes with a key fob system. There's a lot of benefits to this. I believe I went into it a little bit last week, but I got confirmation that we're 2 months out from receiving the equipment. We'll have plenty more notification as we get closer. But it's really exciting. So I'm looking for about the 1st of October to get started on this. So it will make life a lot easier for everybody. If somebody goes into your apartment, you're going to have record of it if you're not home. So there's a lot of good things that are coming from this, and one less key we have to lose and everything else. So that's all I got this week. You guys have a great weekend.
Nice to see you, your friend Anthony Bone from Housekeeping, here to give you some information about, we started this week. I do apologize that I wasn't very specific. So this week, I'm going to record it also in Colomar. Next week, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 7th floor and 7C are going to start receiving their service. Remember, we in every other week. I repeat, 3rd floor, 5th floor, 7th floor, floater schedule. I got to be specific with those apartments, and 7C are going to start receiving service next Monday. Remember, it's your schedule. If you have Mondays, right, the floors that I mentioned, Monday at 2 o'clock, that's when you're going to receive your service. Monday at 2 o'clock. So 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 7C are going to start receiving from Monday on. And we on every other week schedule. So I'll do a column art so the people that's going to be receiving service and the floors and the people that are going to be not this week, the following week. Thank you, Cypress Village. Bye. Have a beautiful weekend.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. It's Susan McLean, Director of Resident Services. I hope everybody's having a good morning so far. And I'm sure everybody is aware that we are going to be getting the boosters. So yes, they mentioned on the news, I believe it was Wednesday evening, the president did, that they are releasing them for everybody to receive the booster September 21st. I believe most of our residents started the month of January receiving the booster, so that means it'll be October because they're wanting it to be 8 months apart. So I am actively working with CVS right now, scheduling dates for them to come on property and provide the boosters. So just know that I've got your health on my radar. I want to keep everybody safe and healthy, and yes, we are scheduling the boosters. And if nobody has received their COVID vaccine and they still want to get it, please reach out to me. We have the Moderna, the Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson available. So just know that we're here and we can provide you with that. All right, so now on to our mental health support that we have right here on property. I'm sure many people already know Dr. Medina. If you don't, then I want you to get to know her. She has been a wonderful resource here on property, and she can provide you with a lot of different support and help through these trying times.
My name is Dr. Maria Jose Medina, but please feel free to call me MJ, Dr. Medina, and definitely I will be helping you with therapeutic services.
Dr. Medina, tell us about the different support groups that you can offer us here at the property.
Of course. Well, I do individual and I do group therapy, like you just mentioned, Susan. I do grief support group therapy. I do art therapy, music therapy, as well as COVID emotional relief group therapy. So those are my groups right now. I know it sounds like a lot, but they are actually filling up very quickly. So that's really good.
And I know that you're already seeing several residents here one-on-one. So you go to their apartments, is that right?
Yes, I do visit to you. I've had some individuals actually said, I would like to go to your office. Whatever works for you. I can go to you or you can come to me. Definitely, my doors are always open.
Yes.
Yes.
And I do know that's one thing that we're working on with her supervisor is having her here on property on a consistent basis. And I've also discussed with MJ about having some open office hours. So if you would like to come by and see her,
please come in.
Yes. So she's actually located here in the Innovative Home Services in our little office suite. She's right across from Nick.
Yes.
So feel free to stop by and meet MJ. We're going to be planning a meet and greet.
Yes.
So you can come out and talk to her and ask her all sorts of questions. Yes. But she is absolutely amazing. She has helped many of our residents here, and I personally have talked to her myself. And she's a wonderful, warm human being. So.
Thank you, Susan. Yes, like Susan just said, and again, I know I'm repeating myself, my doors are open. Please come with any questions about anything. Let me help you.
So, Dr. Medina, what is your background? What type of education do you have?
Yes, I come from Puerto Rico. So I do know I have a little bit of an accent, just putting that out there. But I am a PhD in clinical psychology. I know that sounds very big, so small. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor in psychology, but just because that's my title doesn't mean that something has to be quote unquote wrong for you to come see me. I actually, like I said, I do a fan of things, so I can come to you or you can come to me as a grieving individual if you're not ready to go to a group or any other array of things that you would like to talk to someone outside of a family member. That's why I'm here. I will be your closed, confidential person to talk to about whatever individual situation you're going through in the moment.
So if you would like to get in touch with MJ and schedule an appointment to meet her or have her come up to your place, you can give her a call at 904-807-6290 or just pop by the IHS office suites and we will let her know. All right, everybody, y'all have a wonderful weekend.
Good morning and happy Friday. Today we're offering a wine and beer sale in the private dining room from 12 to 3. 6 beers for $5, which is one heck of a deal if you ask me. We'll also have the wine available from our previous sale last week. I hope to see everyone down. There will be limited occupancy in the PDR. I look forward to seeing everyone and have a great weekend.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. I just have a few announcements for today. One is going to be the menu. The menu is going to be changing. It's going to be in a much bigger format. It's going to have more information for you to put in. A couple of examples are On the mixed green salads, you'll be able to select or circle which dressing that you like. There's going to be an always available section down at the bottom where if you're ordering items from the left side, which are all the way on the right side of the menu, the hamburger, the hot dog, the filet, the salmon, the omelet, chicken salad, fruit plate, those will all have a number that correspond with them, and you can just write the number in on Sunday. Like if Sunday I want a cheeseburger, I would write number 1, American cheese, no lettuce, extra tomato, whatever you like on your burger. And then if you like no bun, write no bun. So anything specific to that hamburger, write in that box. There's also another section for notes down at the bottom. So if you have any other additional notes, you can add to that section. I always encourage residents to use non-cursive writing, as that's sometimes hard for us to read. Another item on the menu is going to be at the top next to the day, month, and year. You're going to have a spot to put your name and apartment or house number. That way, whenever we receive the menus, we can cut the days off of the menu, and this is what we'll actually use to give to the cooks whenever we go to box up and deliver all the food. So we won't be having that additional step of reading your menu and then writing it on a separate piece of paper. We're going to take it just straight from what you give us. Also at the bottom, you'll notice there's a section for pickup or delivery. So we ask that you circle one of those items. And then there's also going to be a section for delivery times and pickup times. So if you see a time that's more attractive than the others, circle if you'd like pickup delivery, and then circle which time you'd like. Also, in regards to the menus, I asked that residents have the menus in the boxes, which there's one by the hostess stand, one by the boathouse, by Saturday, end of day, if possible. If for whatever reason you cannot get your menu in by Saturday for the upcoming week, we ask that you just bring it straight to the dining office, because we check the boxes on Saturday night, Sunday morning, and then very sporadically throughout the week after that. So if you're bringing your menu in on a Sunday or a Monday, just bring the menu directly to the dining office, and we'll take it from you there, just to avoid any mistakes and you possibly not getting food delivered. One other item as it pertains to deliveries, we're going to be upgrading some of the equipment that we use for the boxes and the bags. One comment that I've received quite often is the plastic bags just don't do a good job of keeping the food stable in transit. And if you can imagine delivering 400 plus meals, there's going to be some moving around. So I've purchased paper bags with handles. They are very wide at the bottom, similar to like a grocery bag that you'd see at Publix. So the boxes should fit nicely in there. Everything should be able to fit and not jostle so much as they do with the plastic bags. So hopefully that's a nice upgrade. I'm attempting to upgrade the boxes themselves. Currently we're using the styrofoam. Every once in a while when we're lucky we get the plastic ones. The plastic ones, just to give you a small example, I ordered 20 cases of the black plastic containers with the clear lids that are very, very nice, and I received 1 case. So ordered 20, got 1. So the supply is very low with those. We're trying to source them through every vendor we have, but unfortunately we're running into a couple roadblocks. So you may see them pop up every once in a while, that we might have to go back to the styrofoam for a couple days until we can find another person to supply them. But I'm working on getting all the nice stuff for that. One other item when it comes, as it pertains to the plastic disposable ware, if you are reheating the food, I always recommend, this recommendation came from Mark Waters, the chair of the dining committee, which he makes a very great point with this. If you're microwaving your containers directly, or your food directly in the containers, either use a lower setting, like a 50%, 75% setting on your microwave, or just remove the food from your container. No matter what it is, if it's plastic, if it's styrofoam, if it's even the hard, Tupperware that you have at home, the more it gets microwaved, the more it's going to break it down. So I always think of microwaving as a very violent cooking process. So anytime I warm food up at home, I'm always, 30%, 40%. It might go a little bit longer, but in the long run, it heats it more consistently, and it won't, dry out the ends while the inside's cold. So just a little microwave tip there from Mark Waters. Thank you. And that is all the updates I have for today. Thank you, and have a happy Friday.
day, if you all didn't know already. Today is Thomas's tenure. And not only that, but the employees voted. They voted on 4 different managers and directors this quarter for who was the top leader for this quarter, and it was Thomas Rivers. Happy anniversary, our
Yeah, 10 years flies by so quick. Feels like only yesterday I was strolling here in my chef's coat. But it's been a long, interesting, fun, rewarding 10 years. And thanks to everybody who voted for me. I'll continue to do my best to support everybody as best as I can. Associates and residents as well.
Just think, in 8 years, you can send Cypress Village off to college.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Happy Friday. I will be loquaciously giving you your burger of the week and pizza of the week, trying to use as many adjectives as I can to describe the beautiful food that lies before you. So for the pizza of the week, we're doing a little role reversals on the pizza and the burger. So for the pizza, it's a pizza burger. Is that right? No, it's a burger pizza. Burger pizza. So it has all beef patty chopped up on there. It's got American cheese, pizza sauce, the traditional red sauce, mozzarella cheese, and then enhanced with some tater tots and pickles to go with the burger theme. And for the burger of the week, we have a pizza burger. So it's the all beef patty with a toasted bun, beautiful pizza sauce, simmered slowly for hours and hours, loquacious-like, with some pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. And I hope you all enjoy these items, and let me know what you think. Have a great Friday.
I'm back, and I hope everybody's enjoying today's episode. I just have a few topics that I wanted to cover before we get into COVID statistics and birthdays. The first is the resident volunteer efforts that have been underway. I want to make sure that the community clearly understands why that came about. That was not, initiated by the community because we need, additional support. These were residents that have been sharing the desire and the ability to provide, assistance and support to, the community where needed and where they're comfortable. So with all of that, communication coming to us where residents wanted to participate and be part of the solution where they could be, we initiated that meeting, which I think yielded close to 60 residents who are willing to contribute wherever they can. Whether it's dining services, beautifying the community, reporting work orders, meal deliveries, whatever it may be. I really, really appreciate all the residents that showed up. Which will help us in other ways where we can take the labor that you're supporting and redeploy it in other areas that we have more, immediate needs. So again, thanks to all that did show up. But just to clarify, this was not, initiated by Cypress Village to, to paraphrase, get free labor to provide services. This was just an engagement effort where community and management and staff can collectively work together for the betterment of our community. All right, the second item I wanted to cover was regarding CAUT cards and recognition. I think last week I came off a little harsh, and I do apologize for that if it was taken as such, but whereas residents are not necessarily treating our staff as nice as they could or should be just based on, particular situations that happen that were not as satisfactory or as successful as we would like to be. Please know that the CAUT cards that we are receiving from the majority of residents, vast majority of residents, are all very positive. We're also receiving a lot of positive comments via email and through the feedback app. So again, to those residents that are very supportive, of everything that we're trying to do to keep Cypress Village and Cypress Village's standards as high as possible. I want to thank all of you for that. And please continue with the COT cards. I think it makes a huge difference with the residents, not with the residents, with the employees, morale, and they really appreciate it. So thank you all very, very much with that. I have one right here that I wanted to share. Actually, I've got several, but there's one that I want to share here. Is from Mr. Ed Cowan. Mr. Ed Cowan stated, outstanding service provided. Dinner tonight was like having Thanksgiving in August. The turkey dinner was outstanding and a true day brightened in a tough time. The turkey was moist and delicious. Dressing was excellent, and the green bean casserole, to round it out, was perfectly cooked. I would like to thank all of the back of the house staff for the great effort to make a special day, or make a day special. So, Ed, thank you for that. And we have a lot of these, not going to go through them all, but we get them, handwritten, multiple. Then we also get them through, like I had mentioned, the app, and then the COT cards, which you see are like the comment cards that are throughout the community. So again, thank you all for the extended support and continued support. Since I just reviewed the dining COT cards with all of you, I just wanted to make a real quick note. Thomas Rivers went into great detail regarding the committee meetings we had to really, improve the delivery services and your dining experience overall. When we really rolled back dining and closed the dining rooms, we didn't know how long we were going to be in this mode. We were hoping it was going to be very short. We're still hoping that it's not going to be extremely long, but we know it's going to be several weeks, and we want to make sure that we do the best we can to provide you the best dining experience possible. So I'm very confident that the improvements that you're going to see the following week are going to be good. There might be a few kinks we need to work through in week one, but we hope overall the experience is much better for all of you. So with that said, I'm going to roll into COVID statistics. As I mentioned, I think on the, a little earlier in the episode, this is the first week in 4 weeks that the positivity rate in Duval County has actually gone down. We went down 3 percentage points. Last week when we reported, we were at roughly 28%. This week we're at 25%. Good news. Hopefully, based on all the vaccinations that are happening across our city and our county, that we'll continue to see, that number continue to drop, and hopefully, in a couple weeks, maybe a few weeks, actually a precipitous drop. So let's all hope and pray that that is going to be the case. With that, here at Cypress Village, we do not have any confirmed cases in our skilled nursing center, nor our assisted living or memory care. In independent living, we have 8 confirmed cases. As far as we know, based on those 8 confirmed cases, the residents are all isolating, self-quarantining. Nobody's been hospitalized. I'm unsure of vaccination status, but I'm sure there's a couple, if not a few, in there that were vaccinated and are becoming one of those breakthrough cases that the government and the state are using, those people that are vaccinated that have actually contracted the virus again. So with those 8, they all are recovering as we speak, and we hope to see them back around the village here real soon. So we as employees are getting tested, as everybody knows, 2 times a week. We had 0 new cases as of Tuesday, but we still have 5 active that are all in recovery. So, overall that's not bad, but again, we just tested the entire employee workforce yesterday. So hopefully we continue to see that drop. As everybody knows, we are going to a conditional employment vaccine status. Effective September 1st, all employees will have to have a vaccine. The good news is we have procured, I want to thank Susan McLean, she has, and Stephanie Markowski for that matter. They have both procured all three vaccines that we can offer to our employees. So that's great. So if one prefers another one, we'll be able to address that request. So that's all good. I'll keep you posted in regards to the progress we make with the vaccination status on our associates. We are continuing to hire as quickly as we possibly can. We're making some headway in some areas, but the fact of the matter is there are just very limited people out there that really want to work. It's extremely frustrating. But you have my commitment that for the next 45 to 60 days, recruiting will be on the forefront to fill all the positions that we have vacant, and also to make sure that we can provide all the resources and information available to our employees that are interested in getting vaccinated or potentially interested in getting vaccinated or considering it but still need more information. So that is our goal and that is our commitment. It's birthday time in Cypress Village, and before we get into resident birthdays, I want to have a big shout out and a happy birthday for one of our beloved employees who all of you know, I'm sure. Her name is Tiffany Bassett. It is her big birthday today, so let's wish Tiffany a birthday wish when you all see her. She's an extreme asset to us, and we all love her so much and thank her for all her efforts. So Tiffany, happy birthday to you before we kick it off. We only have one birthday boy out there today in Cypress Village, and that's Mr. John Hunkin. We've got two on the 21st. We've got Mr. Bob Frampton and Nancy Parson. Happy birthday to you two. One birthday on the 22nd, Miss Eleanor Irvin. Spit it out, Ty. Sorry, Eleanor. Happy birthday to you on the 22nd. And on the 23rd, we have three. We have Mr. Chuck Walker, Timothy Purdom, and Joyce Boynton. Happy birthday to you three. On the 24th, we've got several. We've got Miss Nancy Rathburn, Miss Trudy Taylor, Miss Sylvia Burry, Miss Ramona Wilson, and Rhonda Hoffman. Ladies, that's all ladies, I believe. Yes, happy birthday to all five of you. On the 25th, we've got Bill Nickerson, my buddy Bill. Bill, happy birthday to you. We've got Carol Trenolance and Helga Hathbarth are all on the 25th, and also Tom Bryce and Will Rogers. Sorry about that. Losing my sight. We don't have any birthdays on the 26th. That's hard to believe. But we'll skip to the 27th, and we've got Miss Mary Fisher. Mary, happy birthday to you. And on the 27th, we've got Mr. Bob Gall. Bob, happy birthday to you. I'm going to stop there because that's the week of birthdays. I'm sure the birthday fairy is going to be out around and about Cypress Village. That's a lot of birthdays around the village this week. So happy birthday to all of you. And, make a call, go visit one of the birthday residents. And we wish Tiffany Bassett the happiest birthday this year. So everybody have a good one. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Cypress Village.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, Cypress Village.
It's like really expensive stuff.
But why? What's wrong with your eyes?
They're just red.
I'm single and ready to mingle.
Cut. It'll be today because it's tomorrow, and it's going to be 6 beers for $5, not 5 beers for $6. All right, Thomas, pour me another shot. Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Tomorrow.
Loquacious.